Hello friends, welcome to episode 3 of my journey to lightworking. Up till now you have got a glimpse of how things started for me in this journey, how I was quite skeptical about the messages I was getting. Still, I gathered some guts and I decided finally to go with my messages and understand uh, what is being asked and let me pay heed to the messages, and I started walking the path. And yes, that's how my journey began as a light worker. The term that I was not even aware of, the term that completely shook me. I had no clue as to what is this journey all about, but then yes, I was given a proper hand holding by the universal energies, and yes, that's how my journey began. Now, as promised, in today's episode, I'm going to talk about the challenges that I started facing the moment my training had begun. I was mentally prepared that this journey is going to be tough. I was mentally prepared that things will be quite shady, or they won't be very comfortable for me. But then, yes, I'll be taken care of. So that was the promise given to me. And it was a journey which was unheard of. So everything would have been a surprise element for me. And I was well aware of that yes, I have to step in, but then be prepared to face anything that comes my way. Now, the first challenge, people, that I faced was, remember, they told me that I'll be first taken to the spirit world, and I'll be made accustomed to the spirit world, and I'll be guided in such a way so that I can fight out my fear. I need to understand that if there are light beings, then there are also entities which have not seen light as yet. So this journey taught me one thing, people, which I would want to share with all of you. This is something I don't know how many of you are aware of. Our body has got layers, like the aura. So there's a cosmic shield. We have got layers of aura around us, and any sort of ailment or problem, it hits us when all that shield goes off, slowly and little by little, if that's being interfered by the other energies, all right, or the negativities, whatever you term it as. Now, my journey was like I had to travel every day to the spirit world. So, the process was like I had to be prepared to even combat any sort of negative spirit or anything negative that is coming my way. I had to shield myself. So, what happened, people, the moment my journey began, my body started swelling up. Okay? So I had put on massive weight. Now, this weight was not the weight of fat, because I used to feel lighter. I am not hogging food. I am not indulging into a lot of fast food or junk food, or I am not a foodie. But my body had created a shield, like it was kind of, it had swollen up in a way like I used to look obnoxious. Yes. Not that people who have gained weight, they look obnoxious. No. It's not like that. But I'm just talking about myself. The kind of weight, because there was no pattern. As and when my journey began, as and when I was facing these spirits, my body was trying to shield itself, so it was creating layers of shielding. So the first challenge was, people, though I am understanding this is going on, the process going on, because I am in this world, I am scared about the fact what's going on with my body. And the people who are connected with me, they started feeling that I am sick. They started coaxing me, they started forcing me to make doctor visits, to get a thorough checkup done. There's something wrong. And frankly speaking, people, yes, I was just understanding this process of this entire light working journey. So it would be wrong if I say that I was very confident that no, I don't have any health issues and it's just because of this light working. I myself was in a very confused state that, yes, what is going on? Is it like something is going wrong with my body? Do I really need to worry? So from there, what happened? Off and on, the doctor visits began. The funniest part was, every parameter used to come out to be normal. There was nothing wrong. But there was a kind of fear which was engulfing me. There was a kind of fear which was engulfing everyone who was looking at me. Because this was not normally accepted in our society, that a person is just putting on weight, is losing interest in the corporate world, is not behaving like a normal person. Is this person going into depression? Is this person into something which we are unable to understand? Does she need some help? So that was the first challenge, people. Every stream of medical science, like you name it, allopathy, Ayurvedic, homeopathy, Unani, acupuncture, acupressure, alternate healing, everything, just to give me that satisfaction that I am taking all steps from this world to ensure that I'm not mistaking anything, I'm not ignoring my health. What if the place from where I got a checkup done, by mistake there was something wrong, and because of which the parameters were incorrect, and that's how everything came out to be normal, and probably I'm very sick and all. This challenge went on a lot, people. You know why? Because the moment you start traveling to the spirit world, and the first thing I was told was, start getting detached from all the brighter, the shiny, glittering things of life. You won't believe, people, I was literally getting this message: stop wearing anything which is jazzy, which is very flashy, which is drawing a lot of attention. Go for very, very, very subtle colors, and go for very submissive colors, and the soft cotton, you can say, like something very bare minimum, which will be like not flashy to the eyes, like not a party going thing and all. Now imagine, the journey has just begun and there are so many challenges I'm facing. Being a normal girl, at times I used to feel I also want to dress up, I also want to look good and feel good by wearing flashy clothes. But the moment I used to visit a shop for some shopping, first of all, I lost interest in shopping, to tell you frankly. No one told me anything, but it was very natural. I never felt like getting things for myself. I just felt that there's no need, there are enough clothes to take care of myself. And the moment I used to go for some purchasing, for shopping for someone else, I'll pick up flashy, jazzy clothes for them. But the moment it used to be for myself, I used to just feel, no, I can't wear this. And it used to come very naturally. I used to not be under the influence of anything, but it had come very naturally. I still remember, people, during those days, I had to attend a wedding of one of my relatives. So now understand, I am in that journey of light working. And I have been categorically mentioned that you have to be very subtle and not very jazzy. So I just picked up one, the main day, the wedding day. That day only I literally said just one. I'll wear a little bit colorful thing. The rest of the days I'll be into the normal cotton stuff. Knowing our society, this I would like to say, people are so much into judging you by your clothes. People are so much into, scanning you from top to bottom as to what is your status by the clothes you wear in our society, that someone in that wedding even commented and asked me, you just wear cottons, huh? In the wedding also you did not wear anything flashy or anything. I just looked at the person and smiled. I said, yeah, I'm comfortable in cotton. That's the observation people do, today in this world, what we understand is people are so much into the looks, the what kind of clothes you're wearing, what is the car you're driving, do you own a house or you don't, how many houses do you own, did you party around well, did you party hard, did your friends enjoy their vacation? Oh, so they enjoyed a lot, I couldn't enjoy. That competitive and competition is going on. So yes, that was a very big challenge for me, because many people looked down, many people thought that my financial condition might be not good enough. That's why I am into all these very normal clothes, day to day people wear at home. I'm wearing them everywhere, and I was in no mood to give any goddamn explanation to anyone, because it was my personal journey, and I knew I am only answerable to my family, and they understood I'm going through something. I'm blessed to get a family like that, wherein they never questioned me. They used to just express their concern, but they never questioned me. So I continued. Now I started putting on weight. Now there were people who started suggesting me a lot of remedies and hospitals and doctors to go to cure myself. Cure myself of what? They also don't know. They assume that I am suffering. They assume that I'm sick. They assume that I am into something and I'm hiding some fatal disease or some disease. So whenever any of my well-wishers used to call, they used to give me a lot of ideas about, you should visit this hospital, you should get a checkup done, you should have a baby. That was something for years together. I had to listen from everyone, be it my colleagues, my friends, relatives, because everyone assumed there is a major problem, and because of that, I don't have kids. But today, let me break the news. I was categorically told I have come here for a mission, and if I have a baby, my entire focus will go into raising up the child, and my work will suffer. The work for which I have come, the ascension which began 2002, it all began. So I was like, okay, not that I was comfortable with this decision. I took time to digest it. But could I tell it to others? No. So what was my next challenge? Year after year, people used to do things to ensure that I conceive and have a baby. It was tough for me to tell people that it's not going to work. But to keep everyone's, respect, to give respect to the elders, to keep their word, whatever they used to, perform a puja or something and give me to eat, I used to eat. And I knew after that I'll suffer. Each time I was given, I had to suffer for minimum 2 months. That was the challenge I had to face. Why? Because a cleansing process was going on. I was being made an empty vessel because I am supposed to be a channel. I have to start my light working wherein I have to become a bridge between this world and the other world. Each time I was loading myself with all this, I was falling flat. I was suffering big time. No compassion from anyone because no one understood. But definitely a lot of suggestions, advice, and many people even thought that because I am not into working and all, that's the reason I am completely losing it in my personal life. I still remember there was a time when I was asked that no one should be touching this part of mine, this part, when the cleansing had begun. I was told no one should be allowed to touch here. A major cleansing has begun for you. You know how it happens in Hindu families. There are so many festivals wherein there are so many festivals that are celebrated at home and you do pujas and all. I was like, how am I supposed to now deal with it? I just shared it with my husband because we had a function at my in-laws' place. I told him, I am not supposed to allow anyone to put anything here. He said, okay, but how do we stop anyone? I said, I really don't know, but I can't allow anyone. He said, we'll see, we'll manage. But you know what happens when you are in that situation? You can't be rude to your elders and say, no, don't touch here. I looked at my husband, I said, I cannot. And we both were like helpless. So in Hindu culture, like when you are attending a puja and all, they put the tika or tilak, whatever. The Panditji, he had put, my in-laws, they did. So many people touched. I remember after that, the kind of major showdown I had to face. I was told, what are you doing? We will not allow you to do this. Either you listen to us properly and understand this journey is painful, but it has to go smoothly. You can't create blocks like this. We'll lose out on so many things. Forget about losing out on anything. Losing out on my health. Each time I could not stick to the messages and the whatever information they had asked me to follow, instructions, I had a tough time. After that, I had fallen sick. Then my husband slowly, year after year, when he saw this happening, then he understood this is not normal. There is something which we need to strictly follow. Then I started understanding that no, it's better I start avoiding the functions. Because when I avoid, what happens is I really don't have to explain anyone. You don't have to apply this, you don't have to put this, why, when, how. So I used to be like a guest. I used to go for some time and come back. Thanks to my husband that he understood, and he stood by me like a pillar. That was one major challenging time wherein the questions were too many from the society, from the family, from the relatives. Many people thought that I left the corporate world and I'm wasting my time. The challenges were never ending, but then, when it's the process going on, you can't question, you can't say that it's not worth it. I used to break down at times. I used to really feel that this is not done. This is not the life I wanted. Again, I used to gather myself. Again, I used to say, no, fine, okay, there's something I need to do. I can't be, going back and forth. So these were the set of challenges initially that I had to face. I'm sure it wouldn't have been easy for anyone. Or might be someone would have handled it very smartly. Might be I was not smart enough to handle those situations. So yes, they took a toll on me and my health a lot. So yes, today's video is up till this much. What I'll do is, next topic will be from then, what was the next step I had to take? I'll share with you that. Do let me know, how did you find my challenging situation? If you would have been in that situation, what you would have done? Was there a better way to handle it? I'm sure there would have been. I could have been smarter. So definitely do share with me your feedback. Basically, what do you feel? Were the challenges really big ones, or they were small enough to handle? It's just that I couldn't. Anyways, this brings me to the end of today's video. So on that note, this is Shonchali signing off. See you soon with the next episode. Till then, take care. Bye bye.